and taking care of these motherfuckers. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends, they can watch it go down. I got mine too, so welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. You better believe it, cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. You see the devil in a glance, boy. So I can knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends, they can watch it go down. I got mine too, so welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house.
I got a baby girl inside this house, and right now she's sound asleep. So it's probably best for the both of us if you just turn around and leave. Cause if you come in this fucking house, then you too gonna go to sleep. I promise you, boy, don't play with me. I pray to God my soul to keep. Especially this day and age, gotta handle shit our own way. With a 30-30 or 12 gauge behind this door, you're hella weight. My old lady, she rides too. picking up every shell case, mopping up these blood stains, but she ain't seen a damn thing. Most of my people are convicts, hard-headed, no nonsense, so please approach with caution. You never know who's watching, you never know what's on the other side of that front door, and you knocking might step out like motherfuckers get to dropping. All the neighbors heard was the dogs barking. The sun was down, it was getting dark, and I told the sheriff it ain't no problems, man. I was just taking out the garbage. So if you don't mind, please excuse me. I'm with the family trying to watch a movie. I'm sure you got better things to do, so I'll let you go and get back to do
coming
it.
in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Glad you brought your friends, they can watch it go down. I got mine too, so welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. My country, this is who I am. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. So welcome to my house. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy.
Some neighbors heard some gunshots. They wanted me to come check it out.
I was just taking out trash. And I ain't heard nothing. We've been hanging out, you know. Ain't nothing going on around here. I just got the kids in the house and stuff like that. We're just hanging out, having a good old time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man. That's it.
Sounds good to me.
All right, y'all take it easy. Have a good night, man.
You too, man.
You ain't gonna believe what happened over here, man. We're gonna run out there and they came in the house. Somebody had doing and cops came out here. Told me I was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to UltimateDirtTV. Tonight on the program, it is Championship Night with the JSI Racing League, the 360 Wingless, followed by the 360 Winged Sprint Cars. Right here, well, we have different racetracks tonight. The Wingless will tackle the racetrack. They're here live from Rossburg, Ohio, the virtual Eldora Speedway. Brett Wheeler with you for the call, live on Facebook and YouTube, and we hope that you enjoy the broadcast coverage of both races here tonight. As qualifying about to wrap up, we've got about 36 drivers signed into the pit area for tonight. Brady Baldwin jumps to position number 4 with a 15.288. Quick time at the moment, Bailey Barnacote with a 15.258, 15.258. As Brady Baldwin going to stop the clocks a little slower there, so we'll get set for what should be, I believe, 4 heat races on the program. We'll take the top 4 to the main event, and then of course everybody else will get locked into the preliminary mains, and we'll take the top 3, making up a 22 car field here on Championship Night. As qualifying about to wrap up on the docket, and there we go. Qualifying results coming up on your screen. Bailey Barnacote with a 15.258. Pateri Kodavara with a 275, I say that will be. Daniel Boyd, Brady Baldwin, Braith Carlin going to round out your top 5 here this evening. And again, these drivers, well, we will in fact see 4 heat races on the docket for tonight. Heat race number 1, Bailey Barnacote starts on the pole. He's outside driving the TMW SimSports number 11 machine. That's Braith Carlin, position number 2. Position number 3 with the 95 of Kane Della. Position number 4 for JSI Racing. That's Ash Hammond driving car number 4. Braden McCormack lines up out of the 5th starting position out in car number 23. Rowan Jones driving the Iridium SimSports number 18 out of position number 6. Position number 7 is going to be Trent Humphreys in the 14 car. He's outside the 42 of Russell Bonzi. And Gordon Madolo driving the 39 entry, going to start out of position number 9 here. Again, that is heat race number 1. Looking for our top 4 transfer directly into the main event. All right, here we go. Championship evening. It's time once again. Barnacote, Hammond on the front row. Carlin, he's got some mechanical issues, so he's obviously been given an EOL. We go green flag action. Heat race number 1. Barnacote lines up to them 3/4 of the way up the racetrack. Here comes Hammond now, trying to work down to the inside, down into turn number 3 and 4. This is your battle for positions number 1 and 2. The 95 of Della runs back there in the 3rd position. Rowan Jones rounds out the top 4. You see the top 4 breaking away from the rest of the field. It's going to be Hammond now. Drifts up the racetrack just a little bit. Look out. It was Jones who nearly tagged the back of Della on the entry into turn number 3. 2 in the books and 6 to run here in the opening heat race of the night. Bailey Barnacote continues to lead by about 5-6 car lengths now over Ash Hammond. Hammond still riding in the 2nd spot. Again, had to start on the outside of the front row after Braith Carlin showing some virtual mechanical issues. Rowan Jones upside down. That'll give 4th spot right now to Russell Bonzi. But here comes Della. Trying to throw it deep down into turn number 3 and 4. Trying to make the pass here on Kane Della in position for position 3. Good battle between your 2nd and 3rd place drivers, but while this is happening, look out, Ash Hammond catches a piece of the creek down into turn number 3 on the front straightaway. While that battle was happening, it allowed your race leader, Bailey Barnacote, to drive away from the rest of the field. Now he's got a good buffer between himself and second place driver Eldora. Hammond runs in third, Bonzi on screen in fourth. Then you go back to Braden McCormack sitting on the outside looking in. He'll start on pole of one of the B mains later on this evening. Again, this is championship night here from Eldora. This time by into 3 out of 4. The virtual white flag is going to wave. Half a mile to run for Bailey Barnacote. Can he get the job done? He'll come out of turn number 2. He'll see 2 more left-hand turns. He's just got to put them together to start on pole. And he will do so. Bailey Barnacote going to get the win. Good win there for Bailey Barnacote. Everybody else will come across the start-finish line. And, well, we'll take a look at your heat race number 1 results. About to pop up onto your race screen or onto your computers or telephones or whatever you're watching it on. They're going to pop up onto your screen right now. Here we go. Heat number 1, Barnacote, Della, Hammond, and Bonzi. Your top 4 to go through. McCormack, Humphreys, Jones, Mandolo, and Carlin. Those 5 drivers? They'll have to make their way through a B main. Heat number 2, Petteri Kodavara from Finland. Going to start on the pole position. He's outside. Will be the 28 of Cody Terry. Anthony Woodhull in the 060 machine will start out of position number 3. Tyler Bish driving the Allure Esports. Horsham Off-Road number 41 machine. He'll line up out of position number 4. Position number 5 driving the Ace Esports. Car number 50, that is Clayton Davies and Nicholas Tapley in the 19. Starts position number 6. Jacob Croker will start out of position number 7. Bo Oldfield 8. And Aston Hurley driving the Allure Esports Horsham Off-Road entry out of position number 9. So heat race number 2 upon us. 4 heat races on the program. Kodavara, who's been a regular this season. He's had some strong runs together, that's for sure. We'll see what he can do here in heat number 2. Green flag is out. We are underway. Kodavara. He'll slide up one car. So, no surprise on who that is. Unfortunately, Coker got involved in that one. Right now we work on completing lap number 1. Kodavara leads. Bish runs in second. Davies quickly moves up to position number 3. Meanwhile, look at Aston Hurley from the back of the bus from 9th. Now going to challenge for position number 3. Davies drift up a little high into turn number 3. Hurley now looks to the inside. He'll drift up nearly the right rear to left rear contact towards the exit of turn number 4. This time Davies going to block the line down into turn number 3. What can... that's Aston Hurley, sorry, in the 99 machine. Tyler Vicious trying to close in on your race leader. So a couple of Allure Esports drivers, the only 2 drivers on the team at the moment, representing themselves very nicely. Slide job by Hurley on Bish. On Davies, sorry. Bish trying to come after Kodavara. You're watching your battle for the final transfer positions up for grabs. Kodavara has the lead locked and ready to go at the moment. Bish, good run there in the 41 machine. Hurley with a slide job on Davies. Davies, he'll return the serve down into turn number 3. Now, here comes Hurley back to the inside. Crossover move, looking to get up to the top side of the racetrack. Look out. A little bit of contact there, and Clayton Davies goes around. Now, here come the teammates. Slide job by Hurley. He's up 7 positions in heat race number 2, and you got to wonder, how far could he have started if he had got a qualifying lap in? Hurley, what a drive in heat race number 2. Bish going to slip back to position 3. Cody Terry in that 4th and final transfer position. White flag is out, 1 to run for your race leader down into turn number 1 and 2, and it's all Kodavara. Kodavara looking to put himself in a good starting position. in tonight's main event. Checkered flag is out. He'll start out of position number 2 in the main event. Our 35 lap distance later on this evening. So well done to Pateri, Kodavara, Aston Hurley, Tyler Bish and Cody Terry. Going to round out your top 4 finishers in heat race number 2. Let's take a look at those results for you up on your screen. Kodavara, Hurley, Bish and Terry going to the show. Tatley, Woodhull, Oldfield, Croker and Davies all going to a consolation. Heat number 3. Let's take a look at your starting grid. Daniel Boyd driving the Iridium Sim Sports Car number 79 will start out from the pole position. To the outside of the front row, position number 2, driving the number 44 machine, that is Lachlan Horton. Max Bevan, the newly recruited JSI Racing team member in the 68, will start position number 3, and Riley Simpson lines up at a position number 4. Blake Hancock in the 7 for HBH Racing team, he'll start position number 5, and Nate Trewin driving the 58 will start position number 6. Callan Jones driving the 16 will start position number 7. Cahill Gray out of 8 in the 63, and Hayden Brown driving the 077 lines up out of position number 9. So heat race number 3 is upon us right now. We'll see what happens here. Horton and Boyd. Horton on the outside of the front row. Boyd from the pole position. Let's get set for a start. iRacing green flag controls the starts. Any restarts in the main event? One car upside down. Oh, now look at Horton into the wall. Bevan quickly into position number 2. Hancock in 3. Callan Jones sitting in the bubble position, but Hayden Brown driving the 077 now works to the inside. There is immediately a battle for the final transfer position. Again, we'll try and keep an eye on Bevan as well, trying to run down Daniel Boyd. Your race leader, but Hayden Brown in the red 077 machine, quickly into position number 4. Meanwhile, here he comes. Max Bevan, the 68 machine, coming after Daniel Boyd. Boyd, over the past month or so after joining up with the Iridium Sim Sports, has had a lot of good runs in open setups and in fixed setup racing. And starting to put some good, consistent finishes together. And no doubt we'll be looking to do the same here in the main event later on tonight. But he's still going to get through what is another 4 1/4 laps. Bevan, whoa, look out, Boyd and Bevan nearly come together. And Blake Hancock was sick, and well, I'll be happy if you guys take each other out, because he'll go to a race win. Now Boyd tags the creep with the right rear, and Bevan and Boyd initiates a slide job. Bevan, can he turn it back underneath him? He does turn it back underneath him, but not going to have the lead of the start-finish line. So Bevan will slide up, and Boyd says, thank you very much. Make that a little bit too easy for me. I've seen that one coming. But Boyd now got Bevan back on the inside, and Bevan, the right rear, just hit the slick and lost a little bit of grab, but now he got the drive on the exit off turn number 4, and what a race you've got for the lead. Meanwhile, Blake Hancock coming after Hayden Brown. Nate Trewin sitting in position number 5, but the battle is still on up front right now. Boyd through the middle, Bevan on the inside. It's a drag race to the line, and here comes Hayden Brown from the back of the bus. Ken Brown, can he take this one away from him? Look at him rail the cushion 3 wide around the outside. Oh man, take a bow. Hayden Brown, they're 3 wide as they come out of turn number 4, and Hayden Brown will win. What a finish. Hayden Brown gets the job done from position number 9. We've seen Aston Hurley move up 7 spots in heat race number 2. Well, we've just witnessed Hayden Brown go from the back to the front in heat number 3. 8 laps is complete. Your results will show Hayden Brown gets the win over Daniel Boyd in 2nd, Max Bevan 3rd, and Blake Hancock going to round out your 4 cars, transferring to your A main. Callan Jones in 5th, Lachlan Horton in 6th, Nate Truan in 7th, Cahill Gray 8th, and Riley Simpson in position number 9. Your 4th and final heat race of the night, and what a field this is. Brady Baldwin driving the SM Sim Sports number 7 machine will start from the pole position. On the outside of the front row, driving the Momentum Sim Sports caliber 81 entry, that is Joshua Walton, position number 2. Out of position number 3, driving the Black Diamond Motorsports number 90 machine, that is Trevor Royer. And he's outside, driving the number 1 entry, position number 4, is going to be Wade Fields. Drew Fenton driving the 08 machine lines up out of position number 5, and Cooper Croker lines up out of position number 6. David Rakoshi in the 9 machine going to line up out of position number 7, and Jason Crawford for JSI Racing in car number 5 out of position number 8. And your 9th and final starter for heat racing competition here on Championship Night, driving the JSI Racing car number 74 entry, that is good old Berkey, Jason Burke. Your final heat of the night before we move into 2 preliminary races. Baldwin and Walton. Couple of good drivers on the front row. Couple of Americans on road 2 with Fields and Royer. Green flag is out. Walton got the jump over Baldwin. Meanwhile, Fields around the outside on Royer. But backstretch into turn number 3. Baldwin now coming after the Alita Walton. And nope, he's going to now duck down to the inside. Slide job coming. And no, Walton's got a little bit too much speed and momentum on the outside of the racetrack. Fields coming after Baldwin. Now Baldwin trying another big slider line down into turn number 3 and 4. Look at now Royer. All over the back of Wade Fields. 1, 2, 3 and 4 have got nearly an entire straightaway over position number 5, 6, 7 and 8. Unfortunately, Jason Crawford, he's already gone back to the pits. Walton just, we lost him just out of screen then. And he started to pull a bit of a gap there over Brady Baldwin, who runs in 2nd. Baldwin on the cushion. Here you got that car all sorts of tight right in the center of turn number 1 and 2. He certainly jumped the cushion. That's for sure. The battle of the Americans going on for positions 3 and 4. Fields. Here comes Royer. Slide jump down into 1. Oh, look out. Royer tags the wall not once but twice, and there's certainly going to be some rear end damage on that number 90 machine. 5 in the books and 3 to run for Walton. He's got a good buffer right now. 8/10 of a second advantage. In fact, it's now going to move up to 1.1 seconds, so really carrying a lot of speed up on the top side of the racetrack. 2 laps left to run. Royer still runs in 4th position. Fenton, Rakoshi, Croker, Crawford and Burke both back to the pits. Into 3 and 4, penultimate time, heat race number 4. It's all Joshua Walton at the moment, down into 1 and 2. Rails the cushion. Final 2 turns in heat racing action. Championship night here at Eldora. And it's going to be Joshua Walton getting the win. 2nd will go to Brady Baldwin. Wade Fields in 3rd. Trevor Royer rounds out the top 4. That'll automatically go through to the main event. Drew Fenton to round out your top 5, and let's take a look at the rest of the running results for you. So Walton, Baldwin, Fields, Royer, Fenton your top 5, Rakoshi, Croker, Burke and Crawford. The UltimateDirtTV starting grid will look like this. 10 laps, and the top 3, like I said earlier on in the show, top 3 are going to move into your main event. This be main number 1. We'll line up the inside row positions 17, 19 and 21. Braden McCormack and Callan Jones will start in row number 1 out of positions at number 1 and 2. Trent Humphreys lines up out of position number 3. Lachlan Horton lines up out of position number 4. Rowan Jones, Iridium Sim Sports at number 18. Machine will start position number 5. And Nate Truan lines up position number 6. Gordon Madolo, the 39. Starts position number 7, Cahill Gray, out of position number 8. Braith Carlin, the 11 for TMW Sim Sports, starts position number 9, and Riley Simpson Going to make up your 10th and final starter. All 10 cars have made their way onto the virtual Eldora Speedway. And we're not too far away from 10 laps and finding out the first 3 to go through. All right, here we go. Set for a start. Green flag about to be displayed on the virtual racetrack, and we are underway. And it's going to be McCormack. Humphries looking to the inside. Look at that, slicing and dicing their way through the first set of turns. Humphries got a good run there on McCormack, but opted to think better of that one. Here comes Rowan Jones in the 18 machine. He's just slid his way up to position 4, but now here comes Lachlan Horton now down to the inside. They'll battle for positions 4 and 5. Horton and Jones make contact, and Braith Carlin says, righto boys, give me an opportunity, I'm going to take it. And here comes Carlin, man, he's really throwing the edge, throwing the sword right at these drivers. He's trying to come from the back to the front. Carlin coming after your race leader of McCormack's big slider down into 3 and 4. Thus might be a problem for some of these drivers. Braith Carlin will lead lap number 3, 7 to run. Braden McCormack runs in second. Trent Humphries in that third and final transfer position. Then you got a couple of Joneses. That's Rowan and Callan running in position number 4 and 5. The 18 of Rowan Jones, the first car to miss out, and right now he's got bragging rights over the rest of the field. That's not going to transfer into the main event, but Rowan Jones is not going to be happy with that one, because he'll now sweep to the outside over Trent Humphries through turn number 1 and 2. Can Humphries fight back down into 3 and 4? No. Rowan Jones now looking to give himself a bit of breathing room. Jones rails the cushion. Callan Jones, meanwhile, slides up in front of Humphries, and now here comes Lachlan Horton. Look out, Callan Jones. Got a little sideways there in front of Lachlan Horton. Now Horton, he'll change line from outside inside. Slide job down into turn number 1 and 2. Callan Jones into the concrete, nearly went upside down. And now Lachlan Horton has got bragging rights over the rest of the field. That's not going to transfer, because he's going to be like, hey, I finished ahead of all the non-transferees. But will that stay true, or will Lockie Horton, will he go into the top 3? He's got a good run on Rowan Jones now. Getting a little tight is the 44 machine. Rowan Jones has got Braden McCormack. Look at Horton dive down low down into turn number 1 and 2. He's looking for 2 for the price of 1. He'll take the snoot off the Braden McCormack entry. Now here comes Rowan Jones. Slide job back on Horton. Horton rails the cushion around the outside. What a run for Horton. The white flag is out. We're about to see the checkers for your race leader down into turn number 3 and 4. He's made it look a little too easy. Braith Carlin gets the win. Rowan Jones comes into screen. Rowan Jones going to come home second. Third of the line is going to be Lachlan Horton. Unfortunately for Braden McCormack, well, he's going to be the first car to miss out. Trent Humphries home in position number 5. 6 is going to be Riley Simpson, Nate Truan, Gordon Madolo in 7 and 8. Callan Jones 9th, and Cahill Gray going to round out your top 10. Just to make sure, no post-race penalties, and Horton has been given a post-race penalty, so he will not make the show, therefore bumping Braden McCormack into the third and final transfer position. Wow, wow, wow. Carlin, Rowan Jones and Braden McCormack, your top 3 that are going to go through. We'll take a look at your final B-main of the season for the 360 Wingless. Presented by JSI Racing here, Championship Night. Nicholas Tapley will start from the pole position. Drew Fenton will start to the outside of your front row. Anthony Woodhull going to line up out of position number 3, and David Rakoshi lines up out of position number 4. Bo Oldfield lines up at a position number 5. Cooper Croker will start from position number 6. Jacob Croker lines up out of position number 7. Jason Burke out of position number 8 for JSI Racing in the 74 machine. AC Sports number 50 of Clayton Davies will start position number 9, and Jason Crawford for JSI Racing will start from the 10th position. As B main number 2 is upon us. The final B main for the wingless. Don't forget, after tonight, in roughly around, I'm going to say about 50 minutes time, 45, 50 minutes time, we've got the season finale for the JSI Racing 360 winged sprint cars. We'll travel to the virtual dirt track at Charlotte in Charlotte, North Carolina. And we'll wrap up their season as well. So again, it's been a big season for JSI Racing. Green flag is out. Tapley slides up in front of Fenton, and Fenton, well, he caught the rear end of Tapley. New race leader is the 84 machine, Fenton and Woodhull. Keep an eye on the likes of Clayton Davies, Jason Burke, Jason Crawford. Trying to come through the field. Look out, there's some drama down into turn number 3 into 1. Davies drifts up. No, he had to drive back down the racetrack. That was Cooper Croker who got a little bit tight. Here comes Crawford coming back after Davies down into turn number 3. Jacob Croker. Now he's got Davies down to the inside, and Clayton Davies trying to make quick work of these cars. That he's got a little bit more speed then. But these drivers doing a wonderful job in the wingless division. A car that I've never been able to race. I was never a fan of the wingless here, but I tell you what, iRacing have done a wonderful job. And now here comes Davies. Look out. Oh, Davies into the wall. Just as I was going to say, he was about to wrap up 2 for the price of 1. Meanwhile, Rikoshi in the 9 machine takes away the 3rd and final transfer position. So not once, but twice in a lap did Clayton Davies. He hit the wall at both ends of the speedway. Fenton now gives a little bit of a bump to your race leader. Now here comes Davies after Fenton. Fenton in the Jim Beam car. Wow, Oldfield cannot control that race car. Time to give it up. It's not a street stock. 3 wide down into turn number 1 and 2. Davies your race leader. Rikoshi in 2nd. Fenton now 3rd, and Anthony Woodhull on the outside looking in. Fenton rails the top side. Oh, again, I'm really not surprised at what we've just seen from the 84 machine. Rikoshi and Woodhull, they have been left in a cloud of dust, being thrown up by the 50 machine. Clayton Davies with just 3 to run. Your top 3 look to have already inserted themselves into the main event here tonight, but we've still got 3 to run. Anything can happen. Woodhull now getting a run on Rikoshi. Rikoshi on the bottom side. Woodhull up on the top side of the racetrack. Cuts it back down to the middle on the exit of turn number 4. And 2 to run. Woodhull moves into 2nd. Can Drew Fenton. He'll have 2 more laps to get something done. But with about nearly half a straightaway disadvantage to David Rikoshi, I doubt that anything is going to happen into turn number 1 and 2. It is all Clayton Davies out in front from position number 9 all the way into the race lead, and the checkered flag is about to fly. In your final B main of the night, Clayton Davies will get the win. Anthony Woodhull in 2nd. 3rd is going to go to David Rikoshi. Drew Fenton finishes in 4th. He was flipping across the line. And Jacob Croker going to round out your top 5. Everybody else, it's time to pack it up. If you're not in the top 3, Davies, Woodhull, and Rikoshi. Fenton, Croker, Crawford, Oldfield, Burke, and Tapley. Your 10 drivers will get set for your final JSI Racing 360 wingless. Your UltimateDirtTV starting grid will go like we've done all season long, from the back to the front. Out of position number 22, it's David Rikoshi. Braden McCormack out of position number 21. Position number 20 of Anthony Woodhull. Position number 19 of Rowan Jones. Position number 18 is Clayton Davies, and position number 17 is Braith Carlin. Position number 16, Trevor Royer, and position number 15 is Blake Hancock. Position number 14 is Cody Terry. Position number 13 is Russell Bonzi. Position number 12 is Wade Fields, and position number 11 is Max Bevan. Position number 10 is Tyler Bish. Position number 9 is Ash Hammond. Position number 8 is Brady Baldwin. Position number 7 is Daniel Boyd. Position number 6 is Aston Hurley, and position number 5 is Kane Della. Position number 4, Joshua Walton. Position number 3, Hayden Brown. Position number 2, Pateri Kodavara, and position number 1 is Bailey Barnicoat. It's time to get your picks in. Who's going to win tonight's feature event? 35 laps the distance. Who will take out the final round of the season? So, just to keep you all up to date on what happens if you're joining us for the first time, Fix It Up Racing, we have a maximum of 3 yellows over 35 lap distance. Now, if there is a caution, well, if they have the 3 cautions, they will run it out to the end unless there is going to be a big accident where the leaders are going to be caught up, or unless the track is going to be blocked, they will throw a caution to give us a green white checker. Other than that, it's going to be 3 cautions only. And it's time for the final race of the season for the JSI Racing 360 Wingless Division. Kodavara and Barnicoat, they were already rubbing wheels. I'll tell you who got the best launch out of that one was the man that just absolutely clouded the concrete wall. And it's a bit of an ugly first couple of turns as everybody trying to sort themselves out. Man, there's cars slicing and dicing. We're 4 wide down the front straightaway. Look out. Oh, doctors, Jerry Vansickle would say. Kodavara around, and we might just be going yellow very quickly. There it is. Yellow flag is out. Ah, Leon, I see you're a man of many, many talents. Yes, don't pick against me because the name of the game is called I Win for a Reason. Kodavara will take a look at your UltimateDirtTV instant replay. Let's take a look at what happened to the 59 machine. There's a slide job there from Della. Barnicoat gets into the back of him. Kodavara tries to check up, but that was not going to be the case, and well, loops it around in front of the rest of the field, and well, didn't get hit once but got hit twice. So Kodavara going to bring out the first caution of the evening, and that's going to, now yellow laps do count as well, ladies and gentlemen. And we are going to have, now, for you people that are into basketball, if you know what March Madness is, we're going to be doing something similar here on UDTV. We'll release more information in the next couple of days regarding that one. Your chance to win some free cash. And we've also got some other free cash up for grabs. So all you got to do is be a supporter here on the UltimateDirtTV page. Only cost you $4.99 a month. That's American dollars, so I think it's about $8, $7 or $8 Australian. And at the end of the day, or at the end of the month, all supporters will go into the draw, and we are going to put up $50. Unless we get 10 or more, then we'll bump it up to 100. So you can have a chance at winning anywhere between $50 and $150. Of course, the more supporters we have, the more money you will have a chance at potentially winning. All you got to do is click that support now button as we are 6 laps into your main event. And now Hurley getting the run on the outside of Walton. Walton through the middle. Now here comes Braith Carlin. How about Braith Carlin as well? He won B main number 1, so he started position number 17, is already up to position number 4. He is really hauling crackers right now. Hurley runs in third. Here comes Brady Baldwin as well. Baldwin missing part of the front bonnet there on the wingless after getting into Kodavara on that last caution. But Kane Della and Bailey Barnicoat They are running first and second now, not following because here comes Hurley now to the inside. No, Della going to shut the door. Look out, Baldwin around the outside. Look out, Baldwin's got some dramas. It was Carlin who just drifted up the racetrack, and now Carlin and Hurley. It's a big slide job there by Aston Hurley on Braith Carlin. Meanwhile, Clayton Davies as well, your second B main winner. He's inside the, well, almost. Wait for timing and scoring to update. Walton is out of the event. So Baldwin is now up to position, Davies is up to position number 5. Meanwhile, there's a challenge for the race lead. Barnacote slides up, 10 laps in, 25 to run. Here comes the 99 of Aston Hurley at Horsham Off-Road. Allure Esports entry, the 99 machine. Barnacote turns it back down the racetrack. Here comes Hurley now. Good run for Hurley. Barnacote got tight, slid all the way up, but Hurley was brave enough to stick the landing on the outside of the racetrack. Davies and Carlin, the battle of the B-main winners. But it could be no match for one of the top 2 drivers as Hurley. Again, all over the back of the 95 entry of Della down the back straightaway. Hurley going to run the cushion down into turn number 3. Drifted right down to the bottom of the racetrack on the exit of turn number 4. Trying to get some speed and momentum built up in the number 99 machine. Meanwhile, Carlin throws a big slide job there on Barnacote, and now the 50 of Davies coming back after Carlin and Barnacote. Good battle for the top 2, and then a good battle for positions 3, 4 and 5. The track is very, very racy at the moment. Oh, Davies, he slid up and nearly took out the left rear there of Braith Carlin in the number 8 machine. Barnacote still holds on to the final podium position. There drops the 50 of Davies, who went low down into 3. Bish now to the inside. Look out. Oh, Barnacote. Do we go yellow so far? We are staying green. Bish and Davies side by side. Bish on the bottom side. Davies rails the cushion. Now lap traffic starting to play a factor. Anthony Woodhull, the first car to go a lap down on the racetrack. Della still holds on to the race lead from Aston Hurley. Hurley in second. Then you go back to Braith Carlin, Clayton Davies, 3rd and 4th. And those 2 drivers picked up wins in B-main competition. Don't forget, we'll go to the dirt track at Charlotte in about 30 to 40 minutes time for the 360 Wing Sprint Cars. Who's going to pick up that victory and wrap up a wonderful season? Now notice there's no Braden Shute here tonight in the wingless division. We'll wonder if we see him in the wing side of things. We're past half race distance in your 35 lap main event. We are looking at 16 to run. Aston Hurley doing everything in his power right now. Battle on. Oh, for about the 5 and 6 position. Walton holds on to position 5. It is now Tyler Bish still in 6th position. Again, getting by the lap car there of Anthony Woodhull. Baldwin runs in 7th. Fields, Hancock and Conavara going to round out the top 10. And again, I don't think we're too far away from getting into the lap traffic. Once again, David Rakoshi in the 9 machine. He's got about 3/4 of a straightaway lead over your leaders before he ends up going a lap down. Hello, Jonathan. How are you, champion? Now, what the 2 guys out in front, Hurley and Della, have got to be careful of is that 8 machine of Braith Carlin. He is really closing in thick and fast. He runs a middle slider line, enters into the middle of the racetrack, and then he drifts it up to the cushion. Up on the top side all the way through turn number 1 and 2. And with 12 remaining, we have another yellow flag on the venue. Just trying to gauge what happened here, as we can believe we've got Rowan Jones and Daniel Boyd. We'll take a look. The UltimateDirtTV instant replay. So, there it is. So Boyd Jones was trying to turn it underneath him, and unfortunately Rowan Jones in the 16 machine You see Boyd driving in a little too deep, trying to pull it up, and on the right side of Rowan Jones catches the left side of Daniel Boyd, and we go back to yellow. We're going to go back to a single file restart, seeing as though we've only got 10 laps left to run in this main event. So 11 as it stands, and once we go back to green, I believe we are looking at about 8 to run, or even 9 to run. So the lights should go out this time by. They in fact do, single file. So 9 laps left to run. What does Aston Hurley, Braith Carlin, Clayton Davies or Joshua Walt and even Tyler Bish, what do they have left in the tank? Jonathan Weary, thank you very much for the 50 stars. Champion, appreciate it. Can Della hold on to a victory here from Eldora Championship night? We are green. Off for turn number 4, and Della got a good jump. Here comes Braith Carlin now, trying to slide up and take position number 2 away from Aston Hurley. He will do so. Hurley now comes back down to the bottom side, down into turn number 3. Now slide job has been returned. Carlin, now look at Davies trying to get a run on the outside, but had to check up. Nearly 3 wide. Look out. Hurley into the concrete wall. His teammate tags him with Tyler Bish. Davies and Walton side by side for the final spot on the podium. Walton slides up. Davies turns it underneath him now. 3 and 4 battling it out for the final spot on the podium. Meanwhile, Walton and Tyler Bish, it was almost simultaneous the way they both entered above the cushion into turn number 1 and 2. It's almost like we're watching this in slow-mo right now. Wingless racing, right? Can Braith Carlin or Clayton Davies from B main and B main 1 and B main number 2 winners from 17th and 18th are running 2nd and 3rd. Can one of these drivers inside the next 5 laps? They've had a bit of extra seat time. Davies, I dare say that's his race done. Had a chance at a potential win here tonight. Braith Carlin closes in on your leader. 4 circuits remaining. Championship night. Here he comes, the 8 of Braith Carlin. Lap car, that's Kodavara, who started on the outside of the front row. Carlin with a big slide job down into 3 and 4. Della turns it back underneath him. Carlin's got a run on the cushion. 3 to run now. Davies trying to wind that 50 machine back up, and here he comes. Whoa, 3 cars about to do battle for your race lead, but Braith Carlin back into turn number 3 and 4. Della grabs the cushion, now drives it back to the middle of the racetrack. Now maybe the daily double coming out for Clayton Davies. He gets 1 but can't get Carlin. He can't get the second one. 1.5 to go. Into 3 and out of turn number 4. The white flag is out. 1 to run for Braith Carlin, up 16 positions in tonight's main event. He is now finding himself just 2 turns away from victory lane here at Eldora. Into 3, out of turn number 4. What a drive by the young superstar. Braith Carlin will get the win here in championship night. Second will go to Kane Della, third of the line. Up 15 positions is going to be Clayton Davies. Tyler Bish in 4th, Brady Baldwin. Going to round out your top 5. Let's take a look at those official feature results for you. Carlin for TMW Sim Sports gets the win. Della in 2nd. The Ace Esports number 50 machine of Clayton Davies in 3rd. Tyler Bish 4th. Brady Baldwin rounds out your top 5. Max Bevan, Ash Hammond in 6th and 7th. Russell Bonzi in 8th. 9th goes to Rowan Jones, and 10th is going to be David Rikoshi. Anthony Woodhull in position number 11. 12th is going to be Blake Hancock. Pateri Kodavara 13th. Wade Fields. Joshua Walton in 14th and 15th. Aston Hurley 16th. Daniel Boyd 17th. Bailey Barnacote 18th. 19th is Hayden Brown. Cody Terry rounds out your top 20. Braden McCormack in 21st. And Trevor Royer in position number 22. Well, a good way to end the wingless season. We've got our top 2 drivers ready to talk to us in victory lane and getting the job done tonight. He starts position number 17. It's the number 8 machine of Braith Carlin, and he walks away with a victory. Braith, congratulations on this victory. Boy, that was a real stellar performance. And first of all, did you learn anything from the B main, or were you just running that B main for extra track time?
Oh, yeah. Wi-Fi wasn't going to plan in the heat race, so we had to go off the B main, but it kind of came in handy for the feature, figuring out a good top line in 1 and 2 and the slider line 3 and 4, and it kind of just stayed the whole feature race, so just kept on doing it, chipping at it, and got well for us.
Well, the heat race obviously didn't work out for you. As you said, you had some connection issues, but it looked pretty good there in the main event. Setup-wise, obviously everybody's on the same setup. Did you think that you were going to get to the front sort of as quick and as easy as what you did there in such a short space of time?
Definitely not, but that's just the way of racing. Sometimes you get the good with the bad, and I just got a good start down on the bottom for the first few laps, and by lap 3 I found myself in 5th and just kept on working from there, so got a bit lucky, but yeah, it was good.
Wait, was that always going to be the plan to stick that bottom, those first sort of 5 to 10 laps, and just start picking the cars off one by one?
The original plan was probably to go up top, but that didn't really go the way I wanted, starting on the inside, so you just had to put it down low, and just really worked out well. Most cars got stuck in the slick or went into the fence, so kind of just came our ways there.
All right, well, congratulations on the win here in Championship Night for the JSI Racing Wingless stuff. Braith, before we let you go, of course, sponsors on this race car, people behind the scenes, buddy, who gets this done for you?
Well, I'd like to thank JSI as per usual. These guys always run a good handy league, and it was ran well all season, and obviously for them chipping in for you to broadcast it week in, week out for us, so that's thanks to you guys. Foxton Fizz, Gage Stevens Designs, 36 Science Plant Fabrication Services, and Cooper Mini Hairdressing.
There we go, Braith Carlin, ladies and gentlemen, home in first place, advancing 16 positions. And what we'll chat to the driver that comes home in the bridesmaid position, and he led a bunch of laps here tonight, but just fell short there at the end. Home in second spot goes to the 95 of Kane Della. Kane, congratulations on second place, and probably one that got away from you there in the end.
Yeah, the track went a bit worse for wear on the top later on in the race, so I kind of dropped as well, and I just knew that I had to not hit the fence and I would have got a podium finish.
How much did your game plan change from the start to the end of that race?
Fair bit from the start. I thought I was going to stay on the bottom most of the race, but pretty early on it went to slider line the whole way, and I just tried to keep slider line the whole race, but I guess Braith just figured something else out that worked better than what I did.
Tough racetrack tonight from the start of that main event, and what did you make of the setup as well?
Oh, yeah, it was alright. I just knew that I had to not hit the fence or break anything, and I felt that I could have had a strong finish.
Alright, well, before we let you go, of course, sponsor shouts, all that good stuff.
KCLD Cleaning, Origin Graphics, 87 Creative, JR Productions and Media, High Performance Videos, Harrop, Atrad, Natrad, Valvoline, Too Easy Finance, West End Mazda, Parramatta, Isuzu Ute, all the boys back at United, and JSI putting it on.
Alright, now we'll chat to the driver that comes home in third spot. Well, he won B main number 2, and well, again, another driver on the podium that picked up a B main. Clayton Davies home in third spot, and Clayton, you advanced 15 positions. Overall, I guess you've got to be happy with the result after where you started from.
Yeah, definitely. It seems like lately I've been getting myself into some trouble during the heat, so to have to run from the back of the B was definitely not what I intended to be doing. But definitely stoked with the drive to come from the back of the B to a podium position is definitely nothing to complain about.
How difficult was it to put lap after lap on the top side, you know, once you had that free air to do so, to one, not jump the cushion, but for two, like you did so many times, we're watching now on the replay, to, as you hit that wall, not to have that right rear climb up on top of the wall and potentially ruin that race?
Oh, it's extremely hard. These are definitely not an easy car to pull up in time. You just got to pick your entries right, and a lot of them I didn't. I was kind of just Hail Marying it, trying to gain ground, and for the most part, I really had nothing for those two, unless we had that caution once. We had the caution a bunch back together. I thought I could throw a big crack at them, and I threw my 2 cents in there for a couple of laps, just not enough to get to Kalen and take the top step.
Well, those last 5 laps, coming up to those last 5 laps, you hit the wall. I sort of mentioned that you might have threw your opportunity away, but you sort of pulled your finger out. You started rolling the cushion. You caught the 2 guys out up in front, but I guess it was just too little, too late. What was going through your mind in those last 5 laps?
Honestly, it was just never give up. I thought, up until the last lap, I was still showing moves. I knew I probably wouldn't have got Braith on the slider. I was just hoping, trying to get to second, and just not let him not give him the position, but definitely not give it away.
All right, Clayton, well, we know you've got a good-looking hot rod here, a good team behind you, buddy. Now's, of course, your opportunity to thank those wonderful teammates and, of course, sponsors as well.
I'd like to thank P1 Performance Race Gear, Western Machine Shop, Atlantic Oil, SRT Australia, Ace Esports, Cricket Motorsports, BK Design, CD Cinematography, ABR Setup Shop, you for putting the broadcast on, the rest of the guys at JSI for putting the league, and yeah, just stoked.
All right, well, we'll hopefully see you 1 or 2 spots better in the wing stuff here in Charlotte in a few moments' time.
Hopefully, mate.
All right, there we go. Clayton Davies, your 3rd place finisher here tonight, and well done to not only Clayton Davies, but of course Braith Carlin as well, both advancing 15 and 16 positions in the main event. Again, that'll wrap up the JSI Racing 360 Wingless Sprint Car Championship here on Championship Night here from the virtual Eldora Speedway. We've still got, ladies and gentlemen, up next is going to be the 360 Winged Sprint Cars, and we'll take a quick virtual plane trip out to the dirt track at Charlotte, and we'll get set for that one in about 20 to 25 minutes time. So again, we'll be live across Facebook and YouTube. But if you haven't done so already, hit that like and follow button on the Facebook page. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. It is free to subscribe, of course. And until next time, big thank you to, of course, all the JSI guys, their admin team that do a wonderful job night in and night out. We've seen some great racing all season long. It's really cleaned up in the last couple of weeks. Again, a big thank you to, of course, World of Thunder Esports League, SRT Australia, Rocket Racing Setups, FEGPC, and Heatwave Designs. Check them out on all the social media pages. Support the people that support sim racing. And until next time, this is Brett Wheeler signing off, saying we'll see you back shortly in about 35 minutes' time.